guys, just a second here and we will get started. Hey, thank you for pushing the old like button myself. I did that. That's fine. Just gonna adjust just a bit. Alright guys, I'm just gonna cover this canvas real quick. Magic white. Nice thin even coat. I just kind of shook up the can and I'm using the lid. And usually for these kind of size of the canvases, works out to be just the right amount. Just gotta make sure it's nice and blended. And welcome in, guys. Sorry, I'm doing a little prep here before we just rock out a painting. I did a painting last night and I've got leftover palette, so I'm gonna use pretty much the same colors and hopefully the same thing where I use just 5 brushes, 5 colors, and 1 painting. So, alright. I think I might go a little higher this time with the sunset. Make sure that's nice and in there. There we go. Alright, you're gonna start a little yellow on the palette. I didn't really prep before I decided to go live, but that's okay. So, just gonna grab some yellow on this 1-inch brush. I didn't clean the magic white at all. And we're just gonna growl in a little bit of yellow there. Because of the white, it makes it like a lot brighter, for lack of better words. Than yellow, than the cad yellow, makes it whiter. And I've got just a little Lizard Crimson left over from last night. We're gonna use just a bit of that. Growl in some color. Just gonna make a fun sky. Okay, just like that. Maybe just a little bit more here and there. Squishing that color right in. Gently blending it across. Okay. Alright, and I believe, again, I've got a little bit of Prussian blue left over from last night's palette. Up here, I touched just the corner of my brush here. Just a tiny bit. By the way, guys, thank you for being here and welcome in. We're going to create that little transition of a blue sky up top. But mainly, I want a lot of color in my sky. I want a little bit of blue, but a lot of color. So just gently, boom, making a nice sky. Hey, thank you so much for hitting the heart button. I love to see those little hearts float up. It's enjoyable for me. Okay. Now then, let's see. We should decide to paint something. I do think I'm going to do some canyons. I may do them a bit closer. Yeah. Alright. One, we need some clouds in the sky. That's for sure. We'll just growl a little bit of white. Boy, my palette's so messy. Maybe I'll spend a little time today cleaning it up. Maybe. Alright guys, thank you for being here, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I'm Oils with Mick. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube. I do put the full-length videos now on YouTube from my TikTok, so yeah, welcome in everybody. I'm going to take titanium white, just with fan brush, let it bounce around, make some colors. make some fun clouds. Just growl some color in. Oh, a little something down here. Who knows? Put some of that color here. Again, I don't know what I'm painting. We're just gonna put something in. Put a sky in for right now. Very good. Alright, I'm gonna take another 1-inch brush. Just gently blend, make a little crazy powerful sky. I don't know. Just something. Okay. That works for me. Now then, what I do think I'm going to do is I have a lot of Van Dyke Brown left over, and I've got a little, I made this blue mixture from Prussian Blue, Alizarin Crimson, and Van Dyke Brown. I'm just going to move my fan brush with it. I'm going to add more Van Dyke. All my dark colors are over here. And let's create, just using the fan brush here, a little mountain range. Now you can use a palette knife, whatever, but because I want it distant and to be lighter and lighter, but kind of create a horizon line, I'm using the fan brush because the magic white's on there, and it's giving me that idea of mist and distance and haziness. And by the way, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. If I've missed any comments, my apologies. Thank you for the follows. Alright, I'm just going to do the same thing again. Blue, red, brown. We'll create a nice little rocky range over here. Right from this one. Again, just mist that out a little bit. Maybe a little bit darker back here. So, who knows? You just play with your own painting and decide. Now, I don't want like a real heavy mist in some areas. Other areas I do. So, I'm gonna come back in with a little darker color because it's closer. Just a bit darker. And then we can fade that off. And just make that mist. Yep. Alright. I kind of like where we're going with this. Darker as we get closer. Alright. Yeah, we've already created a neat sky and a couple little ranges right here. We're doing good. For those of you who don't know, I live in Arizona, and boy, I look out to my window at to the west at sunset. I see some amazing things. Just Mother Nature at its best. So I'm trying to, in my own special way, recreate that. Let's bring that range just a bit closer. All right. We're going to go back. That's, by the way, that was my second fan brush, but we're going to go back to the one that we put the clouds in. We're going to come in. We've got this. I mixed up a Alizarin Crimson and Van Dyke Brown, added white to it, and it made this cool rusty color. But I'm going to add a little more Van Dyke Brown just to make it a little darker. We're just going to, I guess we'll do a little exercise with fan brushes, and then at the end we'll use a palette knife to really give that depth. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Alright. Let's bring this guy right here. Okay. We'll reshape him just a little bit. Maybe add just a little more blue. Just a tiny bit. There we go, yeah. That's a little of that brown, rusty look to it. Like that. We'll probably come up with another range here, but let's fill this in. Yeah, like that. Maybe. Oh, I'm hiding from you guys. When I'm over here, I should be over here. I guess it's a bit of the curse of being left-handed. That's right. I am a lefty, folks. So I think in my right mind. Just kidding. Sometimes I'm a little crazy. Alright, look at that. Man. Yeah, we've got a couple of good ranges now. I think we're really going to sell the depth and everything right up here. So, on that note, what I'm actually going to swap to is a palette knife. And we've got, I may add some more Van Dyke Brown, but we've got all this leftover paint from last night, the Prussian blue, the Alizarin crimson, some of this rust color, whatever. Just gonna mix it up real quick. We need dark, and then we'll go brown, and then we'll go like with a highlight color. We've got some white and yellows and stuff. We're gonna have fun. But I'm sure I'll add a little more Van Dyke Brown to my palette. Well, let's have some fun, shall we? Alright. I'm gonna swap knives because I like this one. It's got a little shaved handle and I can get a little closer, so I guess I'm using two palette knives. I've got a mixing palette knife and then a painting palette knife. Let's bring a big old range right there. Now, we're gonna round and kind of move this paint a bit. It's on really thick. I wanna make all these mountains kind of match with height, texture, stuff like that. So, switch that paint down, get a ribbon of paint. We're not quite done with this guy. It needs to come to there. Grab that paint. I may have some fun. And I might throw something in, but for right now, I'm liking this. Just making things round and bumpy and rocky. Moving the knife, moving the paint. And this paint's so thick. Just a bad example. But normally I get so much paint on there that I can just stick my knife to it, to the canvas, and it stays. But I don't want to show off anymore. Made that mistake once. Alright. Anyway. We can make this kind of hazy and misty in the front too. Or we can make it some dark. Another little front range. Trust me, this will all make sense once we get to highlighting. There we go. Just grab the fan brush here. Pull. This makes this paint down and off. So we're gonna layer some, definitely gonna layer some Van Dyke Brown over this. It's misty, just pull down real quick. Leave that a little thick. But you see how quick and easy already. Bring that up. Pull a little of this color into the background of that, and it helps it blend seamlessly. But yeah, you see how quickly we just put in a couple of ranges. Powerful little wispy fun sky. Alright. Now, let's grab the Van Dyke Brown. That was out. So I'm gonna just, I'm gonna mix and pile everywhere here. Let's put a little bit there. I don't need much. I like adding like 2 or 3 layers to the close mountains. So I'll have my base color, then I'll do a brown, and then I'll do a layer on top of that. It really kind of helps, for me, in my opinion, add depth. So over that blue, we're just gonna put chunks of brown, just like that. Notice I didn't need a lot of Van Dyke Brown, but we just need some extra oompah, some extra color. Everything's kind of got to have harmony. Had a fun time last night painting on TikTok. A little insomniac type painting. Decided I had an idea in my head and I wanted to paint it, get it out of my head before I went to bed. And that leads us to this painting. Alright, so got blue, Van Dyke Brown. I made this kind of maroon highlight color last time, and I've got a bunch of leftover white here. I think we're gonna just mix this up. Yeah, we'll get a neat little purple rock color. Maybe add some of this, a little more maroon. Yeah, there we go. Okay, what's going to be highlighted? Let's start over here. Drop in a little bit of this background, foreground stuff. We're going to start small and work big. Some of that color here. Again, we need to just kind of have some harmony and some rhythm. So all the color that is here is here. And color here is there. And color here is somewhere in the mix of this paint. So, yeah. Alright. Grab a little more white. Now we'll make just a little bit of a drop there. Not too much. Just a couple highlights, let it come down. This is the shadow side, so not a lot of light is going to come across that rock. Here, just enough. And then we'll do a sharp edge here, a little bit here. Yeah. I like it. I like where this painting is going, so. Again, we're going to do a sharp edge right there. Letting the knife just exchange onto the canvas. We've got those dark colors, blues, Van Dyke Brown, and now we're doing this kind of maroon purple color, but because of the darkness of it, it really kind of gives a bit of brown. Of course, we use Van Dyke Brown to mix it up, so again, we're getting harmony and rhythm. This for that. It's all matching. All right. Let's darken this a little bit here. Like that. There we go. Clean that up. Gotta make sound effects. There we go. So I used yesterday's leftover paint to paint a painting today. You know what? I might even introduce just a little bit of that color, like I said, so everything kind of has rhythm and harmony. There we go. Bring some of that purple here, from here to there, to the background. Yep. Well, yeah, that was a fun, quick, enjoyable painting. I'm glad you guys can swing by and be a part of it. Yeah, just some touch-ups, I think. That's all I need. Perfect. Me and my messy palette here. What I used. It's magic white. Yellow, alizarin crimson, Prussian blue, Van Dyke brown, and titanium white. Okay, not bad. Not bad. And as far as brushes went, I used, 2 fan brushes, 1-inch brush, 2 palette knives. And I do think I grazed, yeah, I did graze another 1-inch brush for some blending of the clouds or whatever, but yeah, not bad. 5 colors, 2 types of brushes, 2 palette knives. And I'm not sure of the time, how long I've been painting, but on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brushes real quick. And then I gotta hop offline. It's about lunchtime for me. Decided to pop on before lunch. That way I really had the feeling of being a starving artist. Okay, fan brush number 1 is clean. I've got a little bit of paint thinner over here, by the way, guys, and a little screen. I'm just cleaning off the brush. And then I have a little beater box. I'm sure you guys can hear. That takes care of cleaning off the excess paint thinner out of my brush. Alright, I'm going to clean a 1-inch brush so you guys will really hear that. Eating the devil out of it. Okay. Well, I have my brushes clean. And boy, I didn't really get that dirty this time. I'm getting a little faster and more tidy. That's fun. Well, before I go, guys, I want to thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. I appreciate the follows. If I missed any comments, I humbly apologize. I just hop on to paint and then tear on out of it here. But again, thank you guys, and hopefully you learned a little something today. And yep, this definitely screams Southwest Arizona area. So, all right, my friends, I'm gonna go ahead and pop offline. You all have a wonderful Sunday, and thank you for being here. Oh, and it's coincidental, by the way, that there's a painting behind this right here, and it's coincidental that everything's lining up. But yeah, that's a big old painting I did of canyons and sky and stuff like that. Yeah, that was a fun painting too. It's a big old guy. But anyway, we'll go back to this small fry here. Get you guys set. All right. Well, there you go. That is what I call a fun Sunday painting. Lid on my magic white here. I need to clean off the palette, that's for sure. So, by the way, if any of you guys have any questions or comments, feel free. I've got just a little minute or two here before I decide to go. Got my knife fairly cleaned up. Use some thinner to clean it up a little bit more, but keep shifting for some reason. My apologies. Well, alright guys, boom. All my equipment's cleaned up, except for my palette knife, or my palette. I'll clean that up after lunch, I think. Clean it up as the best I can. I've been pumping out a lot of paintings lately. So. Anyway, thank you guys for the view. You can follow me here on TikTok as well. I have an Instagram under Oils with Mick and a YouTube channel where I post all these full-length videos. So, all right, guys, y'all enjoy and have a happy Sunday. Bye, my friends.